All right, we're back right here on your premier morning news magazine. Certainly want to tell our listeners who are listening on FM 107.5 The Vibe, as well as 1110 AM KTTP. We are streaming digitally. We are streaming digitally on four Facebook formats. Go to Tony Brown Roman number 2. You can go to FM 107.5 and the KTTP 1110 AM Facebook pages. Please go to my personal pages and go ahead and friend us at Tony Brown Rummer number 2. You can go ahead and like our business pages at FM 107.5, The Vibe, and KTTP. And make sure you go to our YouTube channel. Go to Eyes Open with Tony Brown YouTube channel. You can hear and see this show digitally in that format right after we get off the air at 9 a.m. So go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Eyes Open with Tony Brown. And, of course, we're streaming at Eyes Open T Brown on Twitter and Periscope. Yesterday, just a day or so ago, we had the privilege of talking to the founder and co-founder of Ward Holdings International. We talked about the TanzaNutz brand. We talked about the Kickstarter program, as well as a worldwide contest with more than $25,000 in cash prizes, monthly winners of $1,000 who will be flown to a kind of America's Got Talent sort of contest to Africa, all expenses paid. And we had a good time with, of course, the founder, Lloyd Ward, and, of course, his CFO, co-founder, Martin Johnson. This morning, I want to talk a little bit more about the product and some of the availability maybe toward the end of this year after the fall of these TanzaNutz that we've been talking so fervently about. This morning, I have the pleasure of having Nathan Bachert. He is on the WHI TanzaNutz brand team. He is also the person that they call the mad scientist, who's going to be cooking up the various flavors for the premium TanzaNutz cashews that will be available to the public sometime this fall. Let me bring the mad scientist, Nathan. Nathan, always a pleasure, my friend, and welcome to Eyes Open with Tony Brown this morning.
Tony, good to be here. Good to be here. How are you?
Man, I can't complain. Let's talk a little bit about your background and how you got into. It's my understanding that you're a cook. You're a chef.
Yeah. Yep. I actually went to school back in late '90s. Kent Career Technical Center over in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Mm-hmm. Took some culinary classes there, and ever since then, I've specialized in pastries and desserts. And I just love it. It's my favorite thing to do, and picking it as a career is definitely something that's been something worth a lot to me.
Well, absolutely. I don't know. You and I haven't talked personally a lot, but I used to own a restaurant several years ago. In fact, my board operator was one of my register people. One of the only few people I trusted at the register, because controlling those resources and knowing what you got coming in, man, is very important. So she's been with me for nearly 20 years now, almost 20 years.
Okay.
But I'll say this. I love to cook because, in Louisiana, real men cook, and because we love to eat. And I know you love to bake and do what you do because you like things tasting good, and I love the rewards afterwards. So how are doing the pastry and some of the other things you do as a chef compared to what you're being asked to do right now by WHI, coming up with these different flavors, these seasoning blends that, of course, I know the public are going to enjoy once we go and, of course, go to market retail style with these varieties of TanzaNutz?
Well, I tell you what, Tony, working in the dessert and pastry field has been amazing job. I love the sweets. That's the biggest thing for me. But I met Lloyd not too long ago, and getting into the cashew business here with all the different mixes and everything that we're going to have. It's just exciting. It's just exciting with I don't know if you did you talk to Lloyd about the specific mixes and all that kind of stuff too?
I've actually looked at some of the stuff that you've done and recommendations, and I'd like for you to kind of share, some of the flavors of the TanzaNutz that you guys are looking at, and I like them. I mean, I put a little bug in your ear, make sure we got some sort of either Cajun or Creole blend, with a little Cajun or Creole spice on it, because that's really big, not only here in the country but also worldwide. So, What do you,
course.
how do you start? I mean, do you just kind of get in the kitchen with the various spices and, and you try to just experiment, or, are you not
Right.
reinventing the wheel? Are you just kind of, creating your own thing for the WHI TanzaNutz brand?
Yeah, that's a good question, Tony. So, with the cashews, it started with the cashew itself. When I first tried one of these cashews, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I have never tasted a cashew before in my life, technically.
Yeah.
I've had all kinds of cashews before, but nothing like this. The raw cashew that I tasted was absolutely sweet, creamy, buttery, delicious. And when we started experimenting with this cashew, with the roasting, it was very surprising. There's quite a range of roast with this nut. The difference between the light and the dark roast, the flavor is just tremendous. So with the roasting, we kind of experimented with that for a little bit, to get that zeroed down, to get the best taste possible. And then I moved into a honey roast. I perfected our honey roast, which is absolutely fantastic. Perfect mix of honey and sweet and salt. It's going to be great. The spicy coated is going to be a Cajun blend.
Yes.
It's going to be, and that's the one that I hear that you're looking forward to, and I can completely understand that, being we're down in Louisiana.
That's right.
I can't give you the exact recipe of the spices and everything, but it's going to be nice and hot for you guys. Very tasty. So, and then, of course, we've got our trail mix blends. We've got our protein blends, which there's going to be some jerky and sesame sticks in there. We've got a Celebration brand with the cashews, and then some other little treats to go along with that. We've got our tropical blend, which includes some pineapple and mango, along with the cashews. And then for the chocolate lover, we do have the double chocolate, which includes chocolate-covered pretzels, chocolate-covered raisins, and we were thinking about including something else, chocolate in there too, maybe actually covering the cashew. But the other one that I'm super excited about is the antioxidant blend.
Okay.
We've got the raw cashews with the cranberries, blueberries, cherries, goji berries, everything. That's great on the antioxidant side. So as you can see, we've got a lot going on here. It's very exciting.
and to say the least. And then when Lloyd mentioned, on some of the premium packages, selling it at a wholesale price for $69 lifetime, one payment, to where vegans, certainly people who love this superfood, because cashews are superfood. They're the nut that any bodybuilder or any physical therapist or anybody who trains people will tell you could eat as many of them as you want. It's the good. It's what they call it. There's good fat and there's bad fat. It's the good stuff. It's a superfood. And of course it will make your body healthier. And of course, and you will be happier, because a healthy body is a happier body. Now let me ask you this. Now, when do we anticipate that we might have some of this product on the market, you think?
On the market, well, the first harvest season starts in the fall. This coming fall, I do believe it's either September, October. The harvest starts, and then I do know we do hope to have product on the shelves starting in December, I do believe.
Great.
So yeah, that's going to be quite a launch.
And that's going to be the perfect time to have it, as many people will be allowed to have some of these premium packages that we're going to be sending out. They can do them as gifts. You can actually order them and send them to your mom, send them to your vegan friends. I know vegans are going to really love this, because nuts can be very expensive, and if they lock in at that $69.99 wholesale price for life, they can not only do that for themselves, but they can order that lifetime wholesale price for their moms, their parents, or even as gifts. And when you're thinking about Christmas time, maybe not for this season, Nathan, maybe next Christmas season, let me throw this bug in here. How about, because I'm from Louisiana, a praline glaze cashew. Praline glaze cashew. Just think about that for me, brother, okay? Okay, I know you're a pastry chef, and you know about pralines. And in Louisiana, we got some of the best pecan candy and pralines down here. But to put that same sort of glaze on a cashew, It's not something that we would eat all the time, but certainly during the holidays and for a nice snack after dinner,
Definitely.
I think that would be the cherry on the top. Pun intended,
Oh,
my
yes,
friend.
definitely.
So anything you want to add before you closing out, my friend?
I just want to add too. I'm excited about the rollout program with the $69.99
Lifetime
membership.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to specify too that with all the products that we're going to have, that at cost price that is available for all the products that we have, not just the cashews. We are going to be introducing a cashew milk, cashew butter, all kinds of stuff like that. So it's going to apply to all that as well. So, we are real excited about that.
Well, that's fantastic. And another thing I think may be something that you guys have talked about and looking at, that cashew apple. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with that apple. You already know that, Nathan, because there's juices, jams, jellies, drinks, concentrates, syrups. So there's a whole lot of stuff that and then when you start looking at the other aspect of the shell itself, outside of the kernel, outside of the apple, you're looking at the biofuel. So I had no idea. Not only is the cashew a superfood of food, but also just the diversity of good, healthy things that you can derive for it. And in the biofuel, we talk about fuel that's clean, that burns clean, that's natural, outside of the petrochemical industry. So the things that could come out of this is going to be good for the consumer, and certainly. And most important, it's going to be good for the economy over in Africa, Tanzania, and many other the countries over there in the continent.
Yeah, to me, that's the most exciting part, what we're actually going to be doing for not only the country of Tanzania, but the continent of Africa as well. They've been mistreated for so long, and it's about time. It's about time that they start getting some positive benefits from the work that they're doing for everyone else.
Absolutely. I could have ended on a better note. That is Nathan Bachert. He is the WHI TanzaNutz mad scientist. This is the guy that can come up with all the different flavors. And as he's mentioned, he's got a plethora of them already. And just, what you can do in the kitchen, Nathan, is just going to be unlimited. Because you could just come up with the yogurt-covered cashews, whether it's chocolate, strawberry. So we're anticipating a lot of growth. We think this is going to be good not only for, the folks there in Africa, but also certainly the farmers, the growers, the people who are putting all the blood, sweat, and tears into the work, and who are getting the less benefit. So I'm 100% on board with that. We're all on the same page, and it's really exciting to be a part of the WHI team, or whether it's the branding team, whether it's the marketing team, or of course, whether it is, of course, the management team. So you keep doing what you're doing, my friend, and keep us posted, and keep those fires burning in the kitchen.
Right. I will. I do. Thanks for having me so much, Tony. I do appreciate it.
All right, my friend. You take care, Nathan. Stay safe.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, that's Nathan Bachert. He is the WHI TanzaNutz brand team member. He is also the person with WHI, the mad scientist, who will cook up all the various flavors for the premium TanzaNutz cashews that will be available to the public. We're looking at certainly for the holiday season this fall. More eyes open when we come back. Don't go away.